Oh, we are live! How are we, lads? Come on, the footy! The footy's back! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Channel, I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to round 18 of the 2022 NRL season. What a round of footy is going to be. We're here for the round 18 tips. And as always, I am joined by South Sydney Rabbitohs supporter in the hoodie there, repping the Rabbitohs, CJ Moxley. CJ, how are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing really good, bro. I'm just looking forward to this round of footy. I think it's going to be pretty good. How are you going?
Mate, I'm going very well. Just a little bit tired from work, but that's pretty much everybody else. Mate, what a round of footy we've got this weekend. We've got a top 4 clash on Friday night. We've got a top 8 we got a game that is very important for the top 8 on Saturday afternoon between the Roosters and the Dragons there, an old rivalry. We've got a Queensland derby between the Titans and the Broncos, and we've got Dogs and South, which I believe you'll be attending on Sunday night, bro.
Yep, I'll be attending there, front row seat, so I can't wait.
Well, mate, you're not the only one going to a game this weekend. I'm going to the Titans versus Broncos game on Saturday night.
Oh, no.
I'll be there up at Seabar Super Stadium on the Gold Coast for Titans and Broncos. I'll be there with my brother. Should be lots of fun. Looking forward to it. Hopefully the Broncos put a score on the Titans because everyone knows the Titans can go and get fucked. But I'll be there. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Really looking forward to heading up to the Gold Coast on Saturday for the Titans versus the Broncos. But before we get into the tips, let's say hello to everybody in the live chat. We've got a bit of a crowd building up here. We've got about 15 people here as we speak. We've got Luke Melbourne Storm fan is here. We've got Paripi in the house. J Lockyer 03. We got SS Storm fan. We've got Bosky in the house. Who else we got here at the moment? The chat's building up. Cody Games PlayStation. Pro Enzo Vids. We've got Faraz Alam. We've got a few people rolling in here now, which is good to see the crowd building up. We can't really complain about that. But yes, should be a great round of footy. It's going to be interesting to see how the team will start, bro. I haven't really seen much of them.
Yeah,
but obviously with Origin tomorrow night, it's going to be interesting to see how many players do back up from State of Origin. But CJ, let's get into the tips, shall we?
Let's rip in, bro.
And round 18 of the 2022 NRL season kicks off on Friday night at 6 o'clock with an absolute blockbuster, a top 4 clash, second versus fourth on the ladder. It's the North Queensland Cowboys up against the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks, live from Queensland Country Bank Stadium, 6 o'clock on Friday night. Let's have a look at the odds. The Cowboys, $1.75 favourites. The Sharks at $2.05. What a game this will be. Let's have a look at the ins and outs real quick. There's a few out for the Cowboys. They are resting a few players from Origin. So Murray Tuilagi is out, obviously, due to COVID. McLean's out with a hamstring. Nanai and Holmes will be rested. So the Cowboys are not taking the risk. They're not going to play Val Holmes and Jeremiah Nanai. And coming in for them, Brendan Elliott will go onto the wing for the Cowboys. Jermaine Tanua-Brown will start in the front row with Cohen Hess. Connolly Lamelu will start in the back row. And Jake Granville will come on the bench along with Ben Hampton. And as for the Sharks, Britton Nakora is out. So that means Teague Wilton will start in the back row. And Nico Hines returns at halfback for the Sharks. With Talakai in the reserves. And with Toby Rudolph also starting in the front row for Cronulla. CJ, this is going to be such a close game. Cowboys, Sharks, Townsville. Sharks have a good record over the Cowboys in recent years. Mate, who wins this game and by how much? And who will score first?
Well, I've been changing my mind about this game every day, but got to make a decision here because it's in Townsville. I'll go the Cowboys by 4, and I'll say anytime try. Or do you want first or anytime?
Go first.
First try scorer will be Brendan Elliott. Cowboys by 4.
Ooh. You might want to fix up your connection, bro. It's starting to cut out a little bit there with your audio. Yeah, I'm with you. Everyone will call me biased, but I don't care, bro. The Cowboys are coming second. Why wouldn't I tip them? Why wouldn't I tip the Cowboys? Now, here's the thing. I am very concerned about this game because the Sharks are not really resting anybody, except Nakora's out. The Cowboys have got 4 players out of this game, which is going to hurt them a little bit. The Sharks are in hot form. I would not be surprised if the Sharks win, but obviously I'm going to tip the Cowboys up there in Townsville. I'm going to go the Cowboys by 8. I'll go with a scoreline of, let's go Cowboys, let's go something like, I don't know, 22-14. And first try scorer, I'm going to go with Reece Robson from dummy half.
Reece Robson, I like it. He's been in good form, bro.
I mean, look, it wouldn't surprise me if the Sharks did win. Like I said, the Cowboys have 4 players out. They got a back rower out. They got their left side combination out with Val and Tulangi out, and McLean's out with a hamstring. So the Cowboys do have a few out, but the Cowboys, for mine, they'll get up at home, and the Cowboys will win by 8. And you're going Cowboys by 4.
Yeah, bro.
All right, nice. Well, let's go to the next game. And it's also on Friday night, straight after this game. Friday night, 7:55 p.m. at CommBank Stadium in Parramatta. It's the Eels up against the Warriors. The Warriors on Channel 9. I can't believe it. That is so rare, especially on a Friday night. Parramatta, $1.15 favourites. The Warriors at $5.50. Let's have a look at the ins and outs real quick from this game here. Parramatta, I've got Junior Paulo named a backup from State of Origin, so Junior Paulo will start in the front row with Oregon Kafusi going back to the bench. Nathan Brown drops out for Jacob Arthur. Why? Why is Jacob Arthur on the interchange bench? Is something I don't understand. But anyway, that's a very strange decision. And for the Warriors, no Bailey Suridan, no Ronald Volkman, and no Dallin Watani-Zelezniak. So Edward Kossi will come onto the wing for the Warriors. Curran will start in the back row. Tavaga will go to lock. And Freddie Lussick will be on the bench for the Warriors along with Aaron Penne. Bugger me. Eels and Warriors. What happens here, mate? Who wins, by how much, and first try?
Bro, the Eels have to win this game. I'll say that. I'll go to Eels by 10. It won't be a blowout. And the first try for me will go to Mitchell Moses. I think the Eels will be too good.
Yeah, look, I think the Eels win, but I reckon they win well. I don't know about the Warriors, bro. Coming all the way from New Zealand, straight to Sydney to play the Eels at CommBank on a Friday night, which is going to suit Parramatta right to the moon. Warriors, again, so inconsistent. You can't get a read on them. They beat the Tigers the other week, and then they had the bye, so it was basically a 4-point win there for the Warriors. But I think Parramatta at home will be too good, mate. I'm going to go. I'm going to go Parramatta by 18 here. Parramatta by 18. Yep. I'm going to go with a scoreline of Parramatta 30, Warriors 12, and first try scorer. I'm going to go with a roughie. I'm going to go with Sean Lane because last week, Sean Lane was robbed of the first try. Absolutely dudded. The worst disallowed try I've seen all year. He will get one back this weekend, and Sean Lane will score first. Parramatta by 18.
Yeah, I like it.
I just don't know if the Warriors have what it takes, bro.
No.
All right. Let's go to Super Saturday, and the first game on Super Saturday kicks off at 3 p.m. at the beautiful Central Coast Stadium. What a great ground it is. Central Coast Stadium, Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock. Sydney Roosters versus the St. George Illawarra Dragons. Roosters at $1.40. Dragons at $3. Ins and outs real quick for the Roosters. Saluka Fafita is out, which means the return of Jared Waria Hargraves.
Ah,
Also, jersey number 19 is Matt Lodge. He
fuck.
may play, but he's named as jersey number 19, so he's in the reserves. Everyone from Origin for the Roosters are expected to back up, like Tedesco and Tupou and Crichton. They're all named to back up. As for the Dragons, Ravalawa and Tarek Sims is out. Ravalawa did a hamstring, so Tatai Moga will go on to that right wing, and Sims is out suspended, so that means Jack DeBellin will start at lock. Molo goes to the front row, and Woods goes back to the interchange bench with Josh Kerr. This is a really tough game to pick, bro, because the Roosters out the Central Coast is always a concern because their record there isn't great.
Uh, I'm gonna tip. I'll tip the upset. I'll tip the Dragons.
Oh,
Dragons by 4, and first try I'll give it to the man himself, Jack DeBellin.
Dragons by 4, eh? I like it. Tell you what, man, the Dragons are tempting. They are tempting to win, but I think the Roosters will get them. I think the Roosters will get them. I think if the Roosters want to play finals, this is a game they have to win. It's a pretty important game, bro, because the loser of this game is under a lot of pressure because it's 9 versus 10 on the ladder. I'm going to go the Roosters by 7. I reckon there'll be a late field goal in there towards the end. I'm going to go the Roosters by 7. I'll go with a scoreline of let's go 21-14. Roosters 21-14. And also, it's good to see Luke Keary. Oh no, he's not back. Luke Keary. I thought he was playing. Joseph Moniz, that's 5-8 again. Roosters by 7. I'll go first try scorer. Satili Tupanua will score first, and Sam Walker will kick that late field goal. And Roosters by 7.
Yeah, it should be an interesting game.
It'll be a very close game, I believe, but we'll see how it all goes. The next game, also a very important game. Saturday, 5:30 p.m. at Brookvale Oval, the Manly Seagulls versus the Newcastle Knights. Manly, $1.35 favourites here. Newcastle at $3.10. Manly, they are 1 through to 17, just about. Josh Alloway returns in the reserves, along with Ethan Bullymore. So they might be a late inclusion for Manly. As for Newcastle, once again, Bradman Best is out with an injury, which is just a shame. And Matt Croker's out. Matt Croker being out doesn't surprise me, considering that pass he threw that last weekend, where that intercept for Cody Walker. Newcastle get a few back, though. Gagai's named to play to back up from Origin. Jacob Saifiti's named to play off the bench. Who else we got here? Jake Clifford in the reserves. Lachlan Fitzgibbon in the reserves. So, and also Homo Hunt as well. So Newcastle got a few back. Jaden Bradley will start at hooker as well this weekend. Manly and Newcastle, CJ, and I think if Newcastle lose this game, you can put a pen for them.
Yeah, I'm going to say if Newcastle do lose this, their finals contention is officially gone. I'll tip Manly by 12. I think Newcastle will be up for it. The first try will be Lachlan Croker.
Lachlan Croker, eh?
Yep.
I'm going to go Manly by 20.
Ooh, wow.
I don't think Newcastle can survive this. They're going to Brookie. They're playing Manly. Manly are now in the top 8 due to having the bye on the weekend, and they're at home. Newcastle look a very disorganised team. Last week they were a chance against South, but they still couldn't beat them, and they didn't even have Murray all cook. So if they can't win that, I don't know how they're going to win this one. But I'm going to go Manly by 20, bro. I'll go 30 points to 10 in favour of the Seagulls, and the first try scorer, I'm going to go with Hamoli Olakawatu.
Right, he's a machine, so he probably will score.
He is a machine, but I reckon Manly win, and I reckon Manly win by 20. All right. Saturday night, 7:35 p.m. at SEPA Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. It is the Titans and the Broncos. Broncos $1.40, Titans at $3. I will be at this game on Saturday night. So if you're going to be at the game and you want to come and see me, I'll be there. Just send me a message on Instagram, and I'll be happy to come and see. I'll be at this game on Saturday night. Should be interesting. Hopefully, it's not too freaking cold. Last time I went up to the Gold Coast for Titans and Cowboys, it was freezing. Titans and the Broncos. Jared Wallace is out, obviously. The other week there where he did that stupid tackle and got suspended. So what's his name? Kevin Proctor is not playing. It says he's in, but he's in the reserves, sorry. Jamin Jolliffe returns to the bench for the Gold Coast. He replaces Jared Wallace. David Fafita will start in the back row. And Aaron Booth will start at hooker for the Gold Coast Titans, which means Aaron Clark will go back to the interchange bench. And as for the Broncos, Corey Pakes is out, so that means Walters will start at number 9. Turpin will go to the bench with Tyson Gamble. Everybody else is named to back up. Corey Oates is in the reserves. He might be rested along with Paddy Carrigan, but we'll see. Jordan Pereira keeps his spot on the wing along with Delaware's Hoyter. Titans and Broncos. Who wins this one, CJ?
I'll go to Broncos by 24. I think it'll be a blowout. And I believe he's playing, correct me if I'm wrong, it's a bit of a rough one to tip. First try, Keenan Palacia.
Yep, he's starting front row.
Yep, Keenan Palacia, first try.
Yeah, wow. Look, I'm with you. I think Brisbane will be a little bit too good for the Gold Coast. I'm actually going to go Brisbane by 26.
Yep.
I'm going to go the Broncos 38-12. Broncos to win 38-12, so by 26 points. And the first try scorer, I'm going to go with the young kid. It's his second game. I'm going to go with the young Zach Hosking.
Yes, he was great last week.
I reckon he'll get a try. Last week I thought he was very good, but I reckon he'll score the first try this weekend. So Broncos by 26 points, 38-12, and Zach Hosking to score the first try. Broncos to win. I'll be there. So I hope it happens. I don't want to see the Titans get up at all. Fuck, it'll ruin my whole weekend if the Titans win. Anyway, Sunday afternoon, we got 3 games on Sunday. First game, 2 p.m. at Combank Stadium down there in Parramatta. It's the West Tigers versus the Penrith Panthers. Penrith, $1.35. West Tigers, $3.10. The Tigers are going crazy. Little and Stefano is out, so Famuna Brown will stay at hooker. Stefano's out, so that means Offa and Galley will start in the front row. And for reasons I don't know, Jackson Hastings has been moved to lock and Adam Dewey to 5'8" with Luke Brooks to halfback. And James Roberts comes back into the centres with Ken Mamalo on the wing. What the fuck? And Penrith are resting heaps of players.
Yep.
Coruscant, To'o, Yo, Luai, Martin, Crichton, Cleary, all out. All being rested, which I think is fair enough. It's a very similar team to what they had against the Bulldogs a few weeks ago at Belmore. Tigers and Penrith. Can the Tigers win with all the Panthers stars out?
Well, no, I don't think so. Well, moving Jackson Hastings to lock, in my opinion, was stupid. They're doing everything but dropping Luke Brooks, so I don't get what the hell they're doing. No wonder Papali is going to backflip on him. I'll go Panthers by 16. First try, I'll give it to James Fisher-Harris.
Wow. I'll go Penrith by 14 then. I reckon I'll still beat them. Even without their fucking big name players. I'll go Penrith by 14. I'll go with a scoreline of let's go 24-10. And first try scorer, I'll tell you what. First try scorer, fuck it. Chris Smith.
Wow.
Fuck it. You're going Fisher-Harris, I'll go Chris Smith. Why not?
Why not?
Sean O'Sullivan will put a nice grubber kick through. Dane Laurie will either knock on or miss it, and Smith will just dive on it and score.
And Dylan Edwards will run over 300 metres. Yeah,
again, wouldn't shock me if he did. But we both agree Penrith will win easy.
Yep.
All right. Now, Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock from Amy Park down there in Melbourne. It's the Melbourne Storm up against the Canberra Raiders. Melbourne, $1.25. Raiders at $4. Fuck me, Canberra a big price. For Melbourne, Brendan Smith is out for reasons I don't know. Grant Anderson's out as well. Munster's named to come back from COVID. Munster at 5'8". Harry Grant for the hooker. Kafusi to back row. Tom Eisenhoof, is he playing as well? No, he's in the reserves. As for Canberra, Charles Nickel Cookstad is out because he's going to the bloody Warriors. So Savage will stay at fullback, and Corey Haru and Nrl will return via the reserves with Emre Gul, so that could even be a late inclusion. Storm and Raiders, bro. I reckon this is closer than what we think.
Yeah, obviously Brandon Smith suspended, which will be tough, but
Oh, that's why. That's why he's out, because he told the referees and called him an asshole.
I can't really see Melbourne losing 3 in a row, especially at Amy Park. I'll go Melbourne by 18. First try, I'll give it to Marion Seve.
I'm going to go Melbourne by 6.
By 6, wow.
I think Canberra are going to push them. I don't know. There's something about Canberra's young outside backs, something about their team. Melbourne are not the dominant team that they were at the start of the season. They have definitely gotten a bit weaker. I know they've got a lot of injuries and shit, but they're a little bit vulnerable, Melbourne. I think they'll get the job done here, but I think it'll be a really tight game. Canberra could win. I'm just saying it right now. Would not surprise me if Canberra did win this. But I'm going to go Melbourne, and I'm going to go Melbourne by 6. I'll go with a scoreline of, let's go 26-20. Bit of a high-scoring game. And first try scorer, I'm going to give it to, let's go, I'll tell you what. I reckon Canberra might score first. Hudson Young will score first.
Hudson Young, yep. Yeah, look, I think this could be the upset of the weekend if it comes to that.
You never know. You just never know, mate.
Absolutely.
And the final game of the round, Sunday night, 6:15 p.m. from Accor Stadium. CJ, you'll be in attendance. It is the Bulldogs up against the Rabbitohs. The Rabbitohs are $1.30 favourites here. The Bulldogs at $3.50. Having a quick look at the ins and outs here for the Bulldogs. Duffy's in the reserves, which is quite interesting. Ballybono Oddie is in the reserves as well. And Chris Patullo also in the reserves for the Bulldogs. So everything else is pretty normal for Canterbury. Braden Burns returns to the centre zone for the Dogs. And as for the Bunnies, well, Johnson's back from I believe it's a quad injury. Now, I'm not convinced he'll play, but he's named to play, so we'll see how he goes. Cook and Murray and that named to back up. Arrow's named to play as well. And Mark Nichols is named to start in the front row for South Sydney. And Cheekham's been ruled out in general. Does South win this, CJ, or do you think it's a danger game?
I'm going to the game, bro, so I'm going to have to say South 13+. South by 14, I think we've been in pretty good form, but the Dogs will be up for it. First try, I'll give it to Isaiah Tass. South by 14.
Isaiah Tass? I'm going to go Souths as well, but I'm going to go Souths by 12.
Yep. Fair enough.
I think this will be closer than we think. I think the Bulldogs, they will be up for this. I think they'll give South Sydney a game. I think this will be a really tight game. I'm going to go South by 12. I'll go with a scoreline of 26 points to 14 in favour of the Rabbitohs. The first try scorer, I will go first try scorer to be Damien Cook.
Yep, I hope, man, because I really want to beat the Dogs.
Oh, yeah, I know you want to beat the Dogs. Now, I'm going to go through my best bets on the weekend in a minute, but first we'll just go over the tips real quick on who we picked. So I've got the Cowboys to beat the Sharks 1-12.
Cowboys 1-12.
I've got Parramatta to beat the Warriors 13+.
Parramatta 1-12.
I've gone the Roosters over the Dragons 1-12.
Dragons 1-12.
I've gone Manly to beat Newcastle 13+.
Manly 1-12.
Broncos to beat the Titans at 13+.
Broncos 13+.
Panthers to beat the West Tigers 13+.
Panthers 13+.
Storm over Canberra 1-12.
Storm 13 plus.
And Rabbitohs over the Bulldogs 1-12.
Rabbitohs 13 plus.
All right. Now, before we go, I'm going to give everybody the Nick from Australia the best bets of the weekend. So, if anyone out there likes to have a bet on the football like me, you want to try and win some money over the weekend, because I think State of Origin is going to drain some people's bank accounts, and some people might only have $20 left to last them 2 days. So, I want to try and get you guys a great multi over for the weekend. So, this is going to be the Nick from Australia best bet of the weekend with the big win, little win. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go with Parramatta Eels to beat the Warriors 13 plus. I think Para will be too good at home, so Para 13 plus. I think the Manly Seagulls will beat Newcastle 13 plus at Brookie. I think Brisbane will beat the Gold Coast by a margin of 13 plus. And the final one that I'm pretty keen on, I really like Melbourne 1-12 over Canberra. I think Canberra can really push Melbourne on Sunday afternoon. So there we go, guys. My best bet of the weekend. Parramatta Eels 13 plus. Manly Seagulls 13 plus. Brisbane Broncos 13 plus. And the Melbourne Storm to beat the Canberra Raiders by a margin of 1-12. CJ, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's really good. I think all of them can get up. They're a good chance to get up, so I wouldn't rule it out. It's a good chance.
Yeah. Mate, what's your best what's your best bet of the weekend?
Obviously
Dragons?
I'd like to say Souths, but my best bet would probably be
The Dragons at $3 or what?
Dragons 1-12. Yes.
That's a nice bet. That's a really nice bet. Now, but before we go, I'm going to give you guys one more bet. I'm going to give you one anytime try score from each game.
Yep.
So for the Cowboys and Sharks game on Friday night, I reckon Kyle Felt will get over. He always does, Kyle Felt. So we'll go Kyle Felt anytime try scorer. In the Eels and the Warriors game, we're going to go with Dylan Brown as an anytime try scorer against the Warriors. Roosters and Dragons, we're going to go with Joseph Sawali as an anytime on that wing. Manly and Newcastle, we're going to go with that young centre Koala. We're going to throw him in there. We're going to throw Koala for an anytime. Gold Coast and Brisbane, we're going to go with Ezra Mann.
Yeah.
Ezra, I reckon he could get a try this weekend against the Gold Coast. I like Ezra Mann this weekend, bro. Titans and Penrith, we're going to go with Taylor May on that left wing, because why not? It's Taylor May.
He'll score.
Melbourne and Canberra, we're going to go with Ryan Pappenhausen. I think he'll bag over for a try. And in the Rabbitohs and the Bulldogs game on Sunday, we're going to go with I would go Alex Johnson, but I'm not sure if he'll play. But I'm going to throw in Jackson Paulo. Is he on the wing? Or is he in the center?
He's in the wing. He's on wing, yep.
I'm sort of make sure real quick, just to be sure.
Pretty sure he's on the wing.
Sometimes he can't be trusted because they always seem to change it.
Yeah.
Please tell me he's on the wing. Yes, he's on the wing. All right. So the try scorers for the weekend. What do you want?
Nothing.
Bulldogs gonna win this weekend?
Yes. Fuck.
No, come on.
All right. So,
Rabbitohs are better than
what?
Rabbitohs suck.
Okay, whatever. Well, hang on. Almost finished, mate. The try scorers for the weekend. Kyle Felt will score. Dylan Brown will score. Joseph Sawali will score. Koala will get over. Ezra Mann will score. Taylor May will score. Ryan Pappenhausen will score. And Jackson Paulo will score. That's paying $429.
Oh, that's great money, bro. That's a great coin.
You got to spend $2. Get on it.
Oh, that's value at its best.
All right. All right, bro. Well, thanks for coming on for the tips. I really appreciate your time tonight.
Nah, thanks for having me on, bro. Good luck this week and enjoy the game this weekend.
Mate, I'm looking forward to the weekend. It's going to be a great weekend. I can see someone in the chats said something to you there, CJ, before we go.
What you tell CJ Nick's cousin he deserves? What? I don't even know what he means.
I think he's telling you that you deserve it or something. I don't have a clue.
Yeah? Oh, I don't know. Nah, not on the stream. Nah, not on the stream.
Well, say what you want, but I'm not going to stop you. But anyway.
Yeah.
All right, boys, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed the tips. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Origin free review.
Go the Blues.